Ladies and gentlemen, give the black screen just a second. You got to kick it like an old TV or car that just won't start up. There you go. Bloody OBS.
That's OBS, man. That's OBS, man. Every day when I start up my stream with my ladder, I'm like, come on, StarCraft, wake up. Anyway.
Well, it is the round of 16 here for the Ting Open. And Maynard and I, during the introduction, we're actually just exchanging a quick little laugh over the fact that pretty much it's all BlizzCon players for most of Ting's round of 16. It's so sick that it ended up being the best of the best. I'll get into that more in a moment. For now, though, in the bottom right, playing for Root Gaming, we do have the blue Protoss herO.
That's right, and at the top right, hailing from Poland, this is Elazer.
Now, real quick, guys, sound actually differs from server to server, and my North American sounds may be off, because I haven't had to cast North American stuff in a while. So, if you hear any problems, you need things to be louder, quieter, do let us know so we can adjust this on the fly as we go. But yeah, Elazer, first off, best foreigner, statistically in my books. Not because of anything he's done this year. He's done a lot of good things this year, but last year he's the only guy who made it to like the round of 4 in BlizzCon, and everyone seems to have forgotten that, and it breaks my heart. Yeah. I say the only guy, but I mean the only foreigner guy.
He made the round of 4 at BlizzCon, also WCS Valencia champion. This guy has had the best year of his career. For like, it's not even an argument. Like, it's just this year has been his year. It's been a fantastic year for him. And I actually think that, you know, he's definitely earned his place in that top 8, and he'll be showing us good games coming into BlizzCon. But this kid had some time in career, as we mentioned before the cast went live. And he's had, and it's actually improved his play quite a bit as well. So I'm excited to see how he does against herO, who also is one of these players, kind of like TY, who had a really strong start of the year, then kind of a little middle of the year slump, and now starting to look really scary again. Yeah,
I feel a little bit bad for herO too, because like, he is one of my favorite Protoss, if we're going to be just blatantly obvious about that.
Oh, absolutely.
Uh-oh. That crossover play. Well, at any rate, both these guys are playing at BlizzCon, and... Oh, there's the awkward. I was going to say...
This is the fun part.
What complicates things is they're in the same group, so... You know, with the other players in this tournament, Stats and Innovation and others who are playing in BlizzCon, they weren't in each other's group for that round of 16. So there's contemplation of like, well, aren't they hiding builds? And you could argue yes or no. With these two being in the same freaking group as one another for the BlizzCon round of 16, you know there's got to be some degree of like extra consideration in this.
Yeah, I mean, not unlike 24 hours ago, we're seeing previews to a lot of matchups that actually could happen that are actually very, very exciting to see. And these matter, like how good Elazer looks tonight and how good herO looks tonight is going to matter come into November. Well, actually, October it starts, late October, for opening week. Damn, it's so close, dude.
All right, so real quick, as we're recovering from replay, I'm just gonna, whoops. Nope. Alt F4. I didn't do the time.
That's alright, mate. I'll get you back in here.
Yeah, just pass the laser host or something while I get back on. So to explain really quick, guys, there was a disconnect. We're remaking the game, but we're doing it from the game that we just disconnected from. Elazer said that he had actually been lagging for a few seconds before the actual disconnect, so we're going to be trying to rewind time. And I just realized that's the wrong lobby, actually. That's a watch replay lobby. That's not a recover game.
Oh, okay.
So just kick everybody out of there.
Alright, yeah, I quit it.
But yeah, to be clear, he didn't lag out. I know there's like that question because of servers. His StarCraft
you did
crashed.
Replay again.
No, this is a recover game one. This is different.
Is it? It said invited you to watch replay.
Yeah, so the difference in making it is you basically left click watch replay versus right click and go to recover game. Okay. So yeah, this one actually has a timer attached to it. But okay, everybody's here. We're gonna go 15 seconds earlier, so it ended at 2:06. We're gonna go to 1:50 for the start time and get into it. And if you guys don't know what this looks like, by the way, sorry, let me show you really quick. Oh wait, I restarted StarCraft. I can't show you really quick. StarCraft and OBS are not friends. But okay, so here's what it looks like. There's no way for these guys to cheat because boom, replay blocker goes up. Nobody, not even the observers, can see what's going on. So this fast forwards like a regular replay to the time at which we've set. It puts the players in both of their shoes. They don't get any observer controls. It's just for them, exactly like we had paused the game. And then this is something that I really wish that regular StarCraft had. Are you guys ready for this? Boom.
Oh. Yeah, that's hot. I remember when I first saw that in Light of the Swarm, I thought that was really, really sick. And honestly, it was one of the most necessary things they chucked in the game because the in Wings of Liberty there was sorry, go on.
Is there weird typing going on?
Typing?
Hang on. Where is the sound coming from, guys? I'm freaking out right now. What on earth? I'm hearing in-game. Oh my god. I know what it is. Maynard, can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah.
Do you not hear this in-game right now?
I hear nothing.
So I think what's happened... Somehow the in-game voice comms are on with the players. And I'm hearing somebody's keyboard. And...
No shit. Isn't that funny?
Let's disable that, see if that fixes it. Okay, we'll see if that fixes it. Hang on, guys. This is...
I can't wait for Elazer to say in Polish, like, fuck.
Okay. No, it's been fixed.
Kurwa.
All right, so this is...
Hey, there we go.
I thought you were typing in your keyboard.
No,
I was
dude,
like,
I'm a professional.
what's going on? So,
I'm a professional.
I've never, ever had this happen. And guys, every once in a while, Blizzard patches the game, and something breaks for no reason. And this is one of those times where we recovered a game, and now my sounds are messed up for it.
Sweet.
Well, but I was able to disable the voice chat, so the typing's done at least.
Well, hopefully stalkers don't get made with Blink automatically researched or something like that.
So now I'm learning that the game sounds are not responding relative to the in-game controls.
Perfect.
You guys are gonna have a really quiet game for this, and the only reason for it is because what's happening is even though I've disabled the voice chat, it's dampening the in-game sounds so that you could hear the voice chat word on. This is a really
Skype program StarCraft 2,
right? So yeah. I need to be crystal clear with everybody. There's nothing I can do to fix this because this is a bug I've never encountered before, and I actually have no clue how to compensate with this. 99% of the time, I'm on it. I got production. Production is my bitch. But this is the time where I think the in-game programming is bugged, and there's nothing I can do about it because we are in a recovered game. So my apologies. You're gonna have really low game sounds for this game, and there's actually nothing I can do about it. You saw me. I turned the slider up. It didn't make a dent in the sound. So we're just gonna have to play this one out and hope it's not a 40-minute game.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, luckily we still have the visuals, and luckily you guys can still hear us. So it's not a complete disaster.
There's some actual crazy shit happening, by the way, while this goes on. Sorry, I've been so stressed out about this breaking.
Laser. Uh-oh. Never mind.
Well, Elazer for whatever for this. I'm so obsessed about this base over here on the top left, which might... No,
yeah,
it's just no way. No way. Like, the Oracle's kind of chilling for now, but there's no reason for it to go this direction. There's no reason for it to look this way. If, and I want to be clear about this, guys, this is a big if. If Elazer gets away with a secret third this game, that could devastate herO. Because herO, for everything he's looking at right now, thinks, aha, I'm controlling this silly foreigner on, you know, his 2 bases.
Well, he is going for something that's very herO, by the way, and also, you know, a lot of protesters are doing it anyway. They are going for the mass Oracle strat. It's got double Stargate already, producing those Oracles 2 at a time. We see Elazer going for that. Hydra Den pretty quickly here. That's a massive catch, though. He got some eggs in the main as well.
The eggs in the main were less impressive than all of this because when we hit the income graph, guys, you can see just how devastating those 2 catches were. So for herO, man, not killing a lot of workers, but doing a lot of direct damage to the income for sure. And another one's coming down too. Elazer at first was just slow to pull, but now he's got 2 of them he's trying to dodge out in. And oh, another big catch in the main.
This is so tilting.
Like,
yeah.
It looks trolly, right? But the thing is, with Spore Crawlers and Queens down, herO can't actually get to the mineral. He's just gonna tap out.
What?
Elazer.
Okay.
I would be so tilted if I was Elazer right now, like, for sure. Like, I do not believe, in my heart of hearts, I don't believe that was a troll build out of herO. I think that was smart. I think it was him trying to play around the Spore Crawlers and the Queens, and, man, Elazer just got wrecked by it, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, you were showing in the income graph that he was losing so much money that he may as well have been losing drones. So, you know, it's like losing 15 drones, basically. So, Elazer decided that he wasn't going to come back from that one, and I don't blame him for it. It's a little bit anticlimactic, sorry about that, but it's his choice.
So, guys, I'm just muting game sounds for a second as I reboot StarCraft because I forgot we had jacked them up due to the voice issue, and now they're way too loud. So, no momento, like... rebalance this. Okay, they might be a smidge loud. I'm hoping not. Can you read me what map 2 is, Maynard? Get this hosted up.
Odyssey.
Odyssey, all right. So this is just the absolute best start to the day I could have hoped for on my end, and I feel a little bit bad for Elazer because it seems like he's having about as good of a start to his day as well.
Yeah, I mean, StarCraft's as mechanical a game as it is a mental a game, and I doubt that his mental stability is so great after that game 1. It'd be very hard to not feel the frustration after something like that.
I'm wondering if the players could hear. I mean, I'm assuming they couldn't. I hope they couldn't. But I'm wondering if they could hear me through the whole voice chat thing. Because
they would have said something if they could. I think.
Actually, you know, they couldn't have possibly heard because I ran it through the audio cable, not through the in-game default mics. At any rate, they're both saying they're ready. Nobody's responding about the microphone, so I'm just gonna assume it was a non-issue. God, what a weird bug. Alright, well, getting into game number 2, it's going to be on Odyssey here for this best of 5, guys. And there is no cool introduction for this one. But as we get less jumbled and fumbled through things, I just want to quickly say if we've missed anything while this has been going on, subs, cheers, or donations, I don't think we did. I hope we didn't. But if we did, just please accept my apologies because this was a weird once-off situation.
It's so far so good, I think. I mean, I usually look back and forth towards chatting the game.
Alright, that's good to hear. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's off to a quick pull, to say the least. In the bottom right, we got Q-Lash's Elazer.
And it's off left here, coming up 1 game in 6 minutes. This is Root Gaming's herO.
I still am trying to get around the fact that he did... he did that. That's what killed Elazer. Only because we watched a lot of Stasis Trap play with stats yesterday, I feel less tilted about the Oracle and the damage it does, and so much more about the Stasis Trap after the last 2 days of casting.
Yeah, oh man, the Stasis Traps last night. Stats especially impressing me with the creativity of the Stasis Trap. Root herO dropped that first pile on the low ground and scouted with that first probe, so he's used a 12 pull. And now the onus is on him to wall in and get those units in position here.
Yeah, he's seen this coming. There are some versions of this where you can try and be greedy with the Nexus, but I think for herO, he's probably a lot more safe than sorry by just building that wall up. Now, this doesn't make this an easy mode defense, but the pylon split like this guaranteed that one pylon dying is not the end of the game, so this is already a good start for herO. Also, on a note of yesterday, too, with the links come across the map, so many clips were made of specifically the Stasis Trap moments. Like, Elazer posted one on Reddit, got a lot of views, whatever. But there was like 50 different clips of the same moment. And for me, that's how you can tell when the hype moments are, what the fans really wanted to see.
And it was pretty sick. It's something that I hadn't seen before, put it that way, which is hard when you've seen so much StarCraft, but it's really awesome when that kind of thing happens. This 12 pull is going to be held here by the looks of things from herO. It's annoying because he's going to lose some damage here on this gateway. Cyber Core's done, so the Mothership Core can get on the way here. So when he gets 100 gas, but yeah.
The 12 pull was handled really interestingly after getting scouted. Like, Elazer, rather than invest in a lot of Zerglings for this, immediately threw down the hatchery and went back to droning.
Yeah.
And
I've seen this before.
Yeah, he's not doing so hot in terms of workers right now, but the fact that this did delay herO's Nexus doesn't put him in the worst case scenario. If herO had gotten away with a greedy Nexus with this would already be game over, frankly.
Yeah, there's an Australian Protoss player, Probe, who's
I've heard of him.
Probably you've heard of him. His most famous moment was getting to Game 5 versus Neve, I think, in Valencia.
Oh,
but
his most famous moment for me was just looking like Snoot, but go on.
Yeah, that too. But he actually tried to convince me that 12 pull is a good macro opener for Zerg against Protoss, because of the fact that you do delay the Nexus, and you can actually just drone up and have a macro game afterwards without taking too much of a hit. Well, yeah. Or it's up to the Protoss to spend hundreds of minerals to make a wall in, to get things like Adepts, Zealots, all that sort of stuff down immediately.
Well, as long as he doesn't take any, or too many even drone losses to this. Because he did, yeah, because he made those extra Zerglings, he's got to keep those drones alive. It's not worth the cut of drones to make the Zerglings if you don't handle the Adepts, which Queens can normally get the job done, but as we see, they were stuck over here, not really assisting much. So we took a quick peek at the income, guys, and it's still looking pretty good for herO, but now Elazer's really brought it back that his drone count's caught up.
He's making more Lings here. Like, he already has a good count. He's making 10 more.
Oh.
That's going to marry up with Ling's speed as well. So looking like he wants to really pressure and keep herO smacked down.
I wonder if this is just +1 or a drop that he's planning out. Although there's no Overlord in position, so maybe not. Oh, there is. Excuse me. He's got Overlord speed, so it's fine that they're out of position for the time being. So he's going to bring Queens with him across the map. He's going to drop over top the wall. I don't know if this will go straight to the main or if he's just going to bust the natural. But the beautiful thing about this is the Mothership Core is delayed. So there's not going to be like 3 energies worth of overcharges like saved up and good to go.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. And I think that the real power in this is when everything's together, not when it's split up. Put the Queens with the Lings, have them all surrounding each other like a big swarm, with the Queens leading the charge, and use the Queens to pick off that Mothership Core and do that range damage. Here comes the first wave of Lings, but there's more coming. Oh, and they're actually slipping in through the front door here. That pylon's going to get depowered if he gets the nibbles on it, and it is going to go down.
Well, that was the overcharge, by the way, so that's now gone. The Warp Prism knocked him out. I was going to make a comment how the Warp Prism is actually a sicker move than an Oracle, in my opinion, because Micro with herO could go a very long way. And that's where the Queens would end up being countered, too. But he ends up... Wait, did he cancel the Warp Prism? He did. Cancels and starts an Immortal right away. herO's really taking this super seriously.
Yeah, he wants to deal with his Queens.
This is so crazy. I still don't know if this is worth it for Elazer or not, because guys, remember, he cut a lot of workers to go for this all in, so if he doesn't actually get some economic damage done here soon, this is not going to be worth it. He's got 1 or 2 transfuses left at this point. Queens are losing steam, but the Zerglings, oh, they get blocked by the Sentry. That force field so perfect for timing.
It is really, really nice here. The pickup Micro, very nice for Elazer as well. All 3 of the Queens are still alive. Oh, the Lings getting back in the natural again, but the overcharge and the light. Oh, the Sim City here from herO is so sick.
I think herO successfully held this. This is gonna be game. GG. What a hell of an awesome build though out of Elazer. I like that.
But herO's decision making, the choice to get rid of that prism to go the Immortal, he knew he had to deal with the Queens. So smart.
herO's decision making right off the bat of scouting felt like he knew exactly every step to take that game. That was,
my God.
That was brilliant is what it was. I would like to note too, guys, for whatever it's worth, we are playing on the East Coast servers right now, so if there is any favoritism here, it is towards Elazer, albeit very barely. We're going to go to the very first commercial break of the day, though. herO's actually taking a moment to relog anyways, so we'll be back in about 2 minutes with game number 3. Alright, folks, it's game number 3 and already the deciding match in this first best of 5 today. Spawning in the bottom right, we have the Blue Zerg player from Q-Lash, Elazer.
Yeah, he's up against the ropes, but you know who isn't? This guy on match point right now. This is Root Gaming's herO.
Also, to answer your question, I think it was Tom in chat asked earlier, are we still above 1,200 subs? So Maynard, I'm not sure if you were around for this, but after Zombie Ropes cast was done yesterday, the stream had 1,199 subscribers. Couldn't quite push that too. Then during the offline broadcast, we did get 2 new subs. So we're actually currently at 1,201. So that's pretty awesome to see, guys. I'm very happy with how this week has been. This has been the best month of StarCraft on BaseTradeTV, bar none.
Which is really fantastic, and hopefully a sign of things to come. We have Elazer doing a proxy hatchery here, and I dare say this is probably for Roach Rush, but it's been scouted by herO.
Oh man, herO has literally seen Elazer coming every step of the way. Game 1, Game 2, and now in Game 3. I don't know that scouting this necessarily makes it easier to deal with. In fact, this is a really funny way to go about this. Elazer has effectively done what Bly loves to do, where he puts a hatchery in his opponent's natural, and it forces all the probes to get pulled. You build, you cancel, you build, you cancel, and it wastes so much time for you. Like, watch herO's income just drop off, guys, as Elazer just takes the lead. He might not actually be committing to this.
No, he'll probably cancel. I'd imagine he would.
So actually, some numbers here, guys. You need exactly 7 probes to out-damage the build of the hatchery. If the Zealot comes in, you need far less. He could pull some back and go back to mining. He really should. I'm a bit surprised he doesn't. Elazer, cancel build. Oh, you can sometimes get the Evo Chamber off, but he's not going to waste time with this.
Nah,
there's no reason to.
See you later. He's already done economic damage, funnily enough. Like, yes, he lost, what? He lost 75 minerals there or something like that?
Yeah, so Elazer loses 75 minerals through the cancel, but guys, he's gotten in almost a minute's time 300 minerals more than herO.
Worth it.
This is a really crazy way to look at this because it looks like a meme, but it's kind of like the 12-foot leading into macro the way you had described. Like there's some actual legitimate, not so crazy logic behind it. Now the Zealot did come straight across the map. This might be a bit of a problem for Elazer. He's only got a couple of Zerglings to deal with this.
Yeah, one Zealot and a Probe with 4 Lings is a tough fight. You can win it, but it is tough. He has a drone, and the Queen's going to come and help out as well.
Someone in chat, by the way, once said if Elazer's doing weird stuff because hero's in his BlizzCon group. Honestly, guys, that could be a possibility.
Maybe.
But these are not like... It's not like he's throwing the game with these tactics. They are weirder tactics, but... Because I say that.
Well, I guess Elazer didn't want to play ZVP today. Or not at least against herO.
You know, in fairness to Elazer, though, credit here for a moment. Normally, you don't actually have a Zealot and a Fast Adept come across the map, and a Pylon block, and just, like, everything go wrong for you on top of this. The hatchery did damage, but... Oh, man. Well, that's one quick meme. So, again, there might be, then, you guys put your tinfoil hats on. It could be that it was strictly because of the potential BlizzCon matchup. But Elazer is not in a group with Stats or Solar. So, Loser's Match might come out full force Super Saiyan mode.
Very, very possible. I mean, if you got the conspiracy theorists out there are probably thinking about it, but I mean, a lot of them are definitely going to be losing a little bit of faith in the foreigner Elazer here after losing a less than 15-minute in total game times, best of 5.
Well, okay, here's what kills it for me, right? Elazer, I think his best bet is anytime he plays Terran, and that's why we saw him have such 6 series versus Gumiho. I think a lot of Zerg, if we're just going to be objective for a moment, are struggling with the Protoss game. Whether it's oracles or otherwise. Yeah.
It does feel that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot, guys, honestly, it would take literally speaking to Elazer in an interview to get into his head and find out what's going on. I, for one, wouldn't bother playing that guesswork, though, because for me, I'm just excited to see what he brings when it comes to BlizzCon, to the big tournament, the big show. That being said, Solar and Stats might not be ready to play because, as Maynard said, that was a 15-minute series. These usually take 30 minutes to 40 minutes. So we're going to go to our first sponsored ad break of the day. It's, again, very quick for it, but the contract is basically we play sponsored ads between series, guys. So real quick, for our sponsors, because we didn't even get to mention them a single time in that series, TING is a U.S. mobile phone service. If you guys are either visiting the States on vacation or maybe you live there full time, TING will best benefit people who are on Wi-Fi all the time and don't need to use a lot of data on their phone. Some of you out there, you'll watch YouTube on the bus on the way to work every single day and be twittering nonstop. TING's probably not for you. But for everybody else out there, you want to save some money in your phone bill, pay for possibly less than $25 a month, check them out. And go to bttv.ting.com, because if you sign up through bttv.ting.com, you'll get $25 in credit. So you can basically try Ting for free for a month. But it also works well for visitors. Roaming charges can be very expensive. Picking up a Ting... Let's actually walk through this. Ting SIM cards are like $5. Activation charge is like $6, so it's $11 total. And then if you're there for like a weekend or a week, that's probably $11 you're spending at most. So you've spent $20 instead of a week of roaming charges. It's worth it if you're just visiting the States. Either way, be sure to look into it, guys. We're going to play a sponsored ad from them, however. And when we get back, hopefully we'll have Stats and Solar ready and available. But yeah, see you guys soon.